Arsenal are off to a flyer this season, winning 7 of their first 8 games and sitting top of the Premier League. It's been almost 2 decades since the Gunners were last champions of England, but the fans are now starting to believe that this could be the year where Mikel Arteta wins a league title for Arsenal. So today, we take on a 2-season transformation at the Emirates Stadium and try to get them their first league title since 2004 and win them their first Champions League in club history. So, Season 1, and the board are asking for an FA Cup and Europa League double. That would be nice, that would be a bonus, but to me, the most important thing is getting back in the top 4. And I'm loving how Mikel Arteta has rebuilt this team. I mean, the transfer business they did in the summer was fantastic. Zinchenko, so underrated. Jesus off to a flyer, but to me, it could still be improved. The areas concerned, I would say, are right back and holding mid. Obviously, Ben White has been brilliant at right back this season. I've been so impressed with him in an unfamiliar position, and Tomiyasu can play there as well, but to me, I'd much prefer to have them as natural centre-halves. Cedric is the only player that's 30 or older, so yeah, definitely right back my main concern this season. And as the players' deals are coming to the end of the year, I'm only going to give one contract out. That's going to be to the academy graduate, Reece Nelson. So, I said I want 2 new right backs and a new holding mid, and I'm going to make my first signing of the window. Declan Rice of West Ham, hotly tipped to move away in the summer, and we're going to bring him to the Emirates Stadium. The perfect fit for this Arsenal team. And Moyes is letting him go on the cheap here. 48.7 mil is what he's asking for, but I think I'm getting even cheaper than that. 46 mil? Yeah, 46 mil for Declan Rice. Absolute bargain. And the signing complete, 65 grand a week, 5-year deal, and from the Chelsea youth setup to West Ham captain and now in North London at the Emirates Stadium. I think it's a long-term successor for the Ghanaian Thomas Partey. He would be absolutely superb. Declan Rice is in, and for that transfer fee, it's an absolute steal. So moving on, I've just agreed 3 quick sales. El Neni is off to St Mary's for 6.5 mil. Matt Smith has left to Sion for a cheap deal, and also Cedric, the only player 30 or older, has left to Getafe. So now we've got a major hole at right back. Let's go make a signing for the first team. And I know exactly who I want. From Celtic to Bayer Leverkusen, Jeremy Frimpong. And I thought Declan Rice was going to be the bargain in the window. Leverkusen are asking for basically nothing. 28 million! What a steal! When you talk about bargain buys, we've just got 2 of them. Jeremy Frimpong in, 5 years, 35 grand a week. And whilst defensively his stats will need to increase a little bit, I think he's the answer to our right back problems for now and the future. Jeremy, welcome to North London. And this is an interesting one here. Leeds are putting a bid for Rob Holding. I wasn't going to sell the former Bolton centre-half. I like him. If you saw him in the documentary, you'd see he's a really nice guy. But Holding to Leeds, I could see that. And he has indeed gone. 15 mil was the fee we agreed. And now that money plus the season ticket sales getting allocated to our budget means we now got over £50 million for more signings. Let's go get a backup striker for Jesus. 5 great young strikers on the shortlist, but there's only really one I want to bring in, the Canadian for Lille, Jonathan David. Well, I was impressed with Arsenal's summer business under Mikel Arteta, and it's continued in this save as well. 3 is the magic number, 3 bargains, valuation £24.5 million deal, and Jonathan David is in. I'm so excited to watch Canada in the World Cup. First time they're going to the World Cup. The future of Canadian football is so exciting, and now we've got their star striker. Jonathan David, welcome to the Emirates. And actually, it's Canada's 2nd World Cup, not their 1st. My bad. But even so, to end the transfer window, I've just agreed 2 more quick signings. And once again, they are brilliant bargain deals. Tino Livramento, our new right back for Jeremy Frimpong. And also Scalvini, one of the highest growth young centre-backs in the game. Just here for squad depth, really, but great young talents. So that will do it for our first transfer window with the Gunners, and I couldn't have got better value for money deals. I wanted a new holding mid, I got one in Declan Rice. I wanted a new right back, I got one in Jeremy Frimpong. And for the bench, Jonathan David, our backup striker for Jesus, and Scalvini and Livramento as great kids to watch for the future. The board want a Europa League and an FA Cup in Season 1, but to me, all I'm focused on is getting Arsenal back in the top 4. Let's see if we can do it. Come on, you Gunners. Nervy. nervy end to the season. I don't know if we've done it. There's no trophies, I can tell you that now, but have we got the Gunners back in the top 4? Yes, by a point! 1 point clear of the Red Devils. But it's good enough for me. No trophies, but top 4, I'll take it. Jesus won the Golden Boot as well. What a player he is, man. Great start for Arsenal this year. Chelsea won the Carabao Cup this year. We were knocked out in the 4th round by Liverpool. The FA Cup was won by Manchester United. As you'll see, we were knocked out in the quarterfinals. But in the Europa League, I thought we were going to go all the way in this. We got through our group pretty comfortably, but in the end, knocked out by the Dutch side, Feyenoord, in the quarterfinals. So no trophies in season 1, but like I said, it would have just been a bonus for me. All I cared about was top 4, and we delivered. And solid growth throughout the entire team this year. Tommy Yasu, after changing the centre-half, grew 4 ratings. Scalvini went up by 2. Livramento grew by 3 ratings, and Frimpong the same, now 83 overall. But going forward, Declan Rice now up to 87 overall. Looks absolutely fantastic. And I can't not show you Jesus' stats this year. The reason why David barely played is because Jesus scored 33 goals in 54 games. What a signing. So that'll do it for season 1, and whilst there was no silverware, I called that a successful first year. The team grew really nicely, our new signings hit the ground running, and we're back in the big time as well. But for season 2, there's no doubt about it, we will need to pick up some major honours. So bring on the second season at the Emirates Stadium, and if we are going to win some trophies, I think we need to sign at least 1 superstar. Let's go shopping, let's go trophy hunting. So, season 2 begins and the board are expectant. Win a domestic double and reach the final of the Champions League for the first time since 2005. Big budget, but even bigger objectives. It's doable, don't get me wrong, but it's going to be very tough. And if we are going to make that next step, I think we need a new superstar. Slightly concerned about centre-half and left wing, but primarily, I think we need long-term successor for Thomas Partey and Granit Xhaka as well. I want a new star defensive midfielder. And look at the players with their deals up come the end of the year. We're going to have a clear out in this summer window. Only 4 players going to get new contracts. William Saliba, Martinelli, Tierney, and of course Bukayo Saka. But the rest can go. I'm going to have a fire sale at the Emirates this year and sell loads of our squad players. And I said I want long-term success for Thomas Partey and Granit Xhaka. Well, this is the guy I want. From Brescia to Milan to the Emirates. Sandro Tonali. And I think this deal's going to fall through, you know. I got the luck last year, but not this time around. Milan are not budging. They want over 100 mil, but I'm sticking to my guns. 90 mil. And Milan stalled the offer. I thought it was a rejection. They stalled the offer. It could still come off, but they want 100 mil plus. Oh. They've just accepted it. Stefano, you just wasted a trip to London. Why didn't you just accept it there and then, mate? Well, we got him in the end. Sandro Tonali is in 5 years, £80,000 a week, and 90 million is a lot of money, but this guy is definitely worth it. In the early 20s with prime years still ahead of him, what a successor we have got for Granit Xhaka. Sandro Tonali is in. So, over to the sales, and we just agreed 3 quick ones. Pablo Mari is off to Spain to join Osasuna. Matt Turner has pulled a reverse Sol Campbell. He's off to play under Antonio Conte for 12.5 mil. And speaking of Granit Xhaka, well, we've sold the former captain. He didn't walk quickly to Germany, he ran there. Yep, Granit Xhaka to Borussia Dortmund as 3 sales are announced. So I said we needed a superstar. We've got Tonali, but now I want one of his teammates. I love this guy, the Lion, Rafael Leao. And the reason I'm choosing him over Ansu Fati is because his deal's up coming the end of the year, so I know I can get him cheap. Stefano Pioli is sick of me, but for 72.5 mil, he's going to join Tonali in North London. I love this guy, man. He's an absolute baller. The reason I call him the Lion, by the way, is because that's what Leao is in Portuguese. I'm Lobo, the wolf. But yeah, Leao is in, and for 72.5 mil, it's an absolute bargain. We have pulled off some incredible transfers in this save, man. And this guy, he's an absolute baller. He won the Serie A MVP last year. He's such a talent. He's so physical for a wide player as well. Brilliant finisher, brilliant dribbler, and strong enough to handle himself in the Premier League. Rafael Leao, the Lion, is in. So back to the sales, and I've just agreed 3 more ones. Aaron Trusty is off to France to play for Lorient for 2.9 mil. Runnison is off to Gelsenkirchen to play for Schalke. And this is a really interesting one, but Jurgen Klopp is going to take a gamble on the Ivorian Nicolas Pepe. He's off to Anfield for 15 mil. And I'm about to pull off a very strange swap deal. But James Maddison of Leicester and Thomas Partey both have their deals that come at the end of the year. So I'm negotiating with Brendan Rodgers for the English playmaker. He wants the Ghanaian, and whilst I would have to give a little bit of cash as well, for 2.75 mil, Thomas Partey will go to the King Power and James Maddison will come here. I think Maddison is a really underrated player. It's just a shame that he's in a position where England have got so many options, and that's why he's only got the 1 senior cap, but maybe he'll get some more now he's in North London. James Maddison is in, and for 2.75 mil plus an ageing Thomas Partey, that's a brilliant signing. So 1 week to go before the season starts, and now the season ticket money has come in. We've got just shy of £50 million, and I'm going to fill out the squad with some more quality. And our raid of AC Milan will continue. Ismail Benacer. Not a lot of people know this, but Ismail actually had a little brief stint at Arsenal when he was a youngster. Eventually moved on. I don't think he played a senior game for the Gunners, but he's going to return to the Emirates Stadium as Maitland-Niles will go the other way. 3 signings from AC Milan. Sandro, Rafael, and now Ismail as well. Stefano Pioli is absolutely sick of Mikel Arteta right now. And I've just made my final signing of the window, and it's a really good one. Matt Turner has gone to Spurs. We needed a backup goalkeeper, and we've got one. Dominik Livakovic, the Croatian, is in. 28 years old, 81 rated. Won't start in this team, but a solid backup for Aaron Ramsdale. So, a busy transfer window, but I love how this team is looking. Rafael Leao and Sandro Tonali, our 2 new stars, are in, and on the bench, Livakovic, Ismail Benacer, and James Maddison, giving us more quality in depth as well. The board have asked us to win a domestic double and reach the final of the Champions League. I'd love to see it, but it is going to be tough. Regardless, it's what the board want. We've invested heavily. Let's see if we can pull it off. Come on, you Gunners. Lads, the quadruple is on. The quadruple is off. We just lost to Chelsea in the first leg of the semi. No, we're bottling it. No, we're not. We've got to the final. We're kind of bottling it, but not really. We've won the FL Cup. We won't get to the FA Cup final. But a Champions League final against Manchester City, and our first since 2005. Yeah, this is a win. Have we won the treble? Did we win the Premier League though? Did we win the... No, second. Second place, 1 point behind Manchester City. Oh my god. Oh my god, I thought we were going to do the quadruple, honestly. It feels like Liverpool last year. We won the FL Cup, beat Newcastle 3-1 in the final, but knocked out in the semis of the FA Cup. And to finish 1 point behind Manchester City in the Premier League, denying our treble. I'm not going to let that distract from what was an amazing season, a domestic cup, and most importantly, Arsenal's first ever Champions League. Buzzing. Are you serious, EA? Manager rating? Weak? Come on. Great growth from our signings this year. Dominic grew by 2 and Ismail also went up by 2 as well. But Declan Rice and Sandro Tonali, what a partnership they are now. The Italian grew 3 ratings to 89 overall. He's almost perfect. But if we're talking about perfection, oh god, Rafael Leao, 21 goals in 38 games, now 91 overall. I love the Lion, man. I so badly want to see him in the Premier League. But for Jesus though, back-to-back golden boots and 42 goals in all appearances this year for the Brazilian. What a signing he's been from Arteta. And on the whole, this is an amazing Arsenal team. It is so young, it is so good, and it will just be getting better year after year. My favourite part of this team though, undoubtedly, the new DM duo, replacing Granit Xhaka and Thomas Partey, Sandro Tonali and Declan Rice. Can you imagine those two as a partnership for about a decade in North London? They'd be a formidable duo. And that will do it for the two-season transformation, guys. We end with a League Cup and Arsenal's first ever Champions League in 2 years. And whilst the board might not have been satisfied, I think the fans would consider Mikel Arteta an Arsenal legend after delivering that for Season 2. It's been a great team to rebuild. It's such a fun young team, Arsenal. The future is so bright at the Emirates Stadium, and this was an absolutely brilliant team to transition. Thanks for watching this two-season transformation, guys. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. Comment down below what team we should transform next in 2 seasons, and I will see you for the next episode of 2 Season Transformations very soon.